Man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jack Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy. Before you end up like Beezy, man, make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. I know I have not been uploading on my second channel, bro, in a minute. But, like I said, 2K just came out with a patch. We're gonna see if this franchise stay up. I gotta get into story mode games, man. I know a lot of y'all been missing that. I'm thinking about re-uploading my story mode games. You know what I mean? That was on this channel until the second channel. I'm thinking about doing that, but that could be a lot of work. But I think I could do it though. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, second channel will be getting uploaded, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm gonna upload a lot of story mode gameplays, bro. Y'all just gotta, it's a lot of things catching my freaking attention right now, bro. So I ain't got the time to really get into story mode games like I want to. But I promise y'all, second channel will be getting uploaded, bro. But I still see y'all over there showing love, though. You know what I mean? 6.6K on Twitch, man. So, like I said, man, make sure y'all, man, keep subbing up, man. Keep on following over there. And like I told y'all, man, I'll be over there, bro. I'll be live streaming. I'll be uploading, late, bro, because I'll be over at Twitch, man. I get off at Twitch at like, what, 2:30? You know what I mean? So I come over here. So, I don't want to hear about, dang, Jay, man, like, you're uploading mad late, man. You know what I mean? Mad freaking late. I'm already asleep, dude. I be needing something to watch, man. You know what I mean? Like, throughout the day, man. The good thing is I still got something when you wake up, my boy. Going to school, going to work, whatever. Put your little AirPods in, man, and just enjoy the story, man. Just, you know what I mean? You getting vids, man. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But I'm just actually grateful that I have people, bro, that be happy to see me upload. You know what I'm saying? I be grateful that I have people that wants to watch me, man. Because, some people wish that they were at 19,000. Some people wish that they had a support base, bro. So I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? For even the people that's angry at me, I appreciate you, man. Because they ain't believe in me, but God did. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we got 3 scary true Thunderstorm horror stories. For all my new subscribers, for all my new viewers, man, if y'all do want to go look at all my scare reactions, it is in the playlist section over yonder. Thumbnail time. Y'all know I gotta hit the thumbnail, twin. I'm talking about treat him like a yeah. You better ever go to cell block 4. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do the thumbnail for the one time.
This happened to me a couple of weeks ago, and despite what I want
to
believe, I think it's still an ongoing issue. I don't exactly live in the woods, but my house is on the outskirts of what I'd call a nature-filled suburb.
So you live in the woods?
Trees, wildlife, and that sort of thing. One side of our house borders what I guess you could call a small woods, though it's more accurate to describe it as a wooded patch, since it's only about a quarter mile from our property to the neighboring road on the other side. That road leads up and connects to another street, and on the other side of that road is this massive body of water that I've always been curious about. Growing up, I assumed it was some kind of reservoir, since there are tons of no trespassing signs and government property signs posted all along the fence surrounding it. But here's the weird thing. The name of this supposed reservoir isn't listed on Google Maps or Apple Maps, which it definitely would be if it were an actual reservoir. I always found that kind of strange. I've looked it up multiple times over the years and never found any official information on it, but its presence has definitely been an interesting topic of conversation among my siblings and I. I'm on varsity cross country for my school, so I'm always looking for good places to run. That wooded area has become my go-to route because it's exactly a 2-mile loop through that patch of woods, along that road by the water, then back around. It's way quieter than—
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I used to go to my sister's cross country meet. She used to go to Northview in Alabama, and like the distance that these people have to run, like I'm in great shape, like crazy shape right now, and I still don't think I could do cross country. Like, that's too much running. I'm gonna just keep it all the way a buck. I knew my sister wasn't gonna last on that team. Just knowing her, bro, I knew she wasn't gonna last on that team. I just knew it. I'm like, yeah, Michaela, you're not finna last on this team, bro. No way. No way, Jose. You know what I'm saying? They had this one dude named Charles. I think it was either Charles or Charlie. Like, the man used to just, like, I'm talking about, y'all, bro, cross country, bro, that junk is long, bro. I'm talking about, like, them boys is running, bro. You know, I'm talking about, like, mile, like a mile. I'm like, bro, heck no. I don't know how y'all do that cross country jump, but heck no.
Running in my actual neighborhood, which doesn't have sidewalks and has these twisty roads with terrible visibility where people drive way too fast. The season was fast approaching, so I had recently ramped up my runs. The day everything went down, I could have sworn I heard some rustling behind me as I was making my way back through the woods after my run, but I figured it was probably just an animal. Fast forward to that night. During the summer, I always sleep with my windows open. I love the sounds of nature.
Bro, you always sleep with your windows open. What type of buffoon is you, bro? I mean, straight buffoon. Come on, bro. You always sleep with your windows open? I could never do that. I could never sleep with my windows open, and I could never sleep with my door cracked. Those two are the most stupidest things, and I'm on the freaking second floor. You know what I'm saying? Second floor. Bruh, man, from the second floor. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you sleeping with your windows open, bro? That's the most stupidest thing. And it's like, when it gets sunny, like, when I wake up, bro, I don't like light, bro. Like, and y'all like that too, bro? I can't stand light, G. I like it pure darkness when I wake up, gang. The most irritating thing, bro. To me, like, bro, I swear when I was little, bro, I could not stand my mama used to do that junk, bro. Junk irritated the freak out of me, bro. Y'all ever had y'all parents, bro, you sleeping, bro, and you gotta wake up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they just open up the blinds, gang. You know what I mean? Like, bro, especially on weekends, but my dad was a clean maniac. Like, this nigga right here, I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I had the most, I love him, bro, but I had the most, bro. Bro, my dad was just, I don't know what the freak was wrong with this man, bro. I used to be sleeping. I'm talking about y'all on the weekends. Weekends supposed to be peaceful. This man come in, get your butt up. Get your butt up. Nigga, I'm starting to think I'm in a military boot camp. Dang, gang. Monday through Friday, I'm at school. Saturday, I'm supposed to be, get your butt up and clean these walls. I like every weekend, gang. Straight drill start. Boom, 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 boom. Imagine that, gang. Imagine that you in your room, gang. And niggas just come just loud, like banging loud. Get your butt up and clean these dang walls. Clean that bathroom. Bro, I can hear this nigga voice in my head. I'm like, bro, it was just like a drill sergeant, gang. I'm like, bro, leave me alone, gang. Damn, I ain't doing that to my children, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Me and my sister, you be so mad at that nigga, bro. They come and open up. Get your butt up, man. Yeah, clean these dang walls, man. You know what I mean? Walls ain't dirty. Clean the dang bathroom. Bathroom ain't dirty, Pop. God, you just want to say something.
At night, especially when it rains. And boy,
nigga used to stay doing that.
A few hours after getting back home, a massive thunderstorm erupted out of nowhere. It was glorious. I was lying in bed, listening to the rain and thunder when I started drifting off. That's when I heard something that definitely wasn't part of the storm. It was soft at first, but it didn't go away.
Nigga knocking on your window.
It was this soft sobbing or crying sound, and the more I listened, the more it sounded like it was coming from right beneath my bedroom window, and the more distinctly human it sounded. As if there was any doubt as to whether the sound could have been the result of the storm, a soft female voice cut through the raindrops. It said, clear as day, "Can you help me? I'm cold." I've never moved so fast in my life.
Man, I'm not finna help nobody. I mean, I'm sorry, gang. Can you help me? Am I cold? You gonna stay cold then? One more. You gonna stay cold then? Lord, forgive me for I have sinned. Y'all already know. I don't trust a thing. I don't care if you're a female. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men let their guard down when it comes to a female. Dang, how you know this female ain't setting you up for a man that's in a freaking, yeah, go out there and he got his windows up right now. Go in his backyard and cry. You know, these men, they be, you know what I'm saying? They let their guards down when it comes to females. So try to make them come outside and then that's when we ambush them. You know, men use females to set men up. I gotta think when it comes to these females, bro. What type of sane female, bro? I just said this in another video. Type of sane female finna be standing in my backyard when it's thunderstorm. I'm cold. Man, so you better get the heck out of my backyard. No, you trying to set me up, G. You better get out of my backyard before I shoot you and them niggas that you with. Word up. You know what I mean? Freak, bro. You gonna stay cold, gang. I'm going back to sleep, man. Close them blinds, man.
You help me. I'm cold. I've never moved so fast in my life. It was like my primal instincts took over before fear could freeze me in place. I burst out of bed, ran to the front door, and sprinted around the side of the house.
It's a dumb nigga. This is stupid nigga. This nigga just didn't even think, bro. Just heard a female voice. So what if you heard my voice? Hey, bro, can you help me, bro? I'm cold, man. Can you help me? I'm cold. Bet the little nigga would have stayed in that bed. That'd be a female. Yeah, I gotta be her protector. Maybe this is my wife I've been praying for. Telling you, but niggas let their guard down. Kind of female, but niggas drop off a bridge. Nigga ain't think twice, but let it be a nigga out there. Nigga really needs help. Hey man, I'm cold, man. Shouted. I'm cold as heck out here, shout. I bet that nigga ain't coming out that bed. But when it comes to one feel, man, get your little
toward my bedroom window. The rain was pelting so hard I was soaked within seconds. But I didn't care. I needed to do something. As scary as hearing that voice was, it had never occurred to me that something sinister was going on. My only thought was that someone was genuinely in danger, and as soon as I turned the corner, there she was. Huddled right underneath my window was a woman wearing white clothing, maybe a nightgown or a dress, and she was crouching like she was trying to stay under the small overhang of my window. I approached her cautiously and asked if she needed help. The whole situation felt like a fever dream. But then things went from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. As soon as she noticed me, she sprang up and rushes straight at me with a surge of energy I hadn't expected. Without much time to react, I braced myself for contact. But mid-stride, she seemed to hesitate. Maybe she noticed how tall I am, I can't say for sure. But instead of engaging me, she deviated from her collision course and veered off towards the woods. I stood there in shock as she disappeared into the darkness, running impossibly fast for someone with no shoes on. I didn't follow her. I immediately went back inside, still dripping from head to toe, and I woke my dad up.
The freak, bro?
When I told him what happened, he was just as freaked out as I was.
That's some creepy ish, though.
We went around and made sure every door and window in the house was locked.
Okay, like that ain't creepy.
We talked about calling the police, but it was already after midnight, and we figured that by the time they showed up, the woman would be long gone. Plus, searching those woods in a thunderstorm seemed like it would be pointless and potentially dangerous for whoever had to do it, if they even agreed to. So we decided to just deal with it in the morning if necessary. I managed to fall back asleep eventually, and the next couple of days were completely normal.
Yeah.
My dad and I chalked the whole thing up to one of two potential explanations. A homeless person looking for shelter, or someone who was mid-mental break. But what happened that night wasn't the end of the ordeal. In fact, it was more like the beginning. Maybe a week after the initial incident, I was going on one of my usual runs. As I was making my way up to the connecting road, I happened to glance through the barbed wire fence at the water. To my surprise, there was actually movement down by the water's edge. I stopped running and looked more closely. There, sitting on the water's edge with her feet dangling in, was a woman. I froze in complete terror. I mean, how was she even there? The fence around that property doesn't have any holes that I've ever seen, and it's topped with barbed wire. Not to mention the fact that it's like 10 feet tall to begin with. I must have made some kind of noise. Maybe I gasped or something, because even though I was pretty far away, she suddenly turned her head and looked directly at me.
Yeah, bro, it's some type of spirit or something. What type of ghost? Were you from all the way down there, bro? She heard you and then she turned her head like this? Oh, head no, man, it's a ghost you dealing with, gang. It's some paranormal, like, oh yeah, that's some wearing a white dress. Oh, shout out paranormal. Shout out paranormal is freak, bro. This is a paranormal encounter that he got right now, y'all. This is a paranormal encounter. This is a paranormal. And I'm telling you, ain't no human. Well, in the same white dress, you know, help me. White dress, woman saying help. This is a thunderstorm. And she out, and she go in the dark? What the?
In that moment, there was no doubt in my mind that she was the same woman who had been underneath my bedroom window during that thunderstorm. The moment she saw me, she got up and ran toward the fence with this completely crazed look in her eyes. She pressed her face right against the chain link and just stood there smiling at me, and it was not a normal smile, I'm telling you. I yelled that I was calling the police, hoping that would scare her off, and I guess it did, because as soon as I said that, she turned and dove straight into the water. It was so unsettling and so unnatural that I felt unsafe just standing there. I called 911 immediately and tried to explain the situation. I tried to keep her in sight, but she swam out of view before the police showed up. When they finally did, they took my statement and said they'd investigate the area. They told me to go about my day normally, which I was kind of shocked by.
What you mean, bro? What you mean going about my day normally, gang? Shout it in my backyard? Like, is this one of my dead relatives? I'm gonna keep it real, bro. For any dead relative, for any relative that's watching me, your dead don't bother me, all right? You know what I'm saying? I'll see you in heaven gates. If you make it to heaven. If you make it to heaven, I guess I won't see you in heaven. But all dogs go to heaven. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just, you know, it is what it is. You go to hell, you go to hell. I guess we never see each other again, man. God, you should have had your life right, man. You know what I'm saying? But you die, don't come around here. Don't be like, I want to take a visit to Jalen. You better tell God, no, you don't. God, keep him. Keep him. Satan, keep him wherever they are, keep him. Do not come in here. Once you're dead, man. You know what I mean? That's point blank, period. All that little visiting me when I don't want to see your spirits. I don't want to see none of that junk. I'm cool, bro. Leave me alone, bro. You feel me? You ain't my mother. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I'll say. You are not my mother. You know what I'm saying? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You feel me? I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to start rebuking. You know what I mean? You ain't my mama dead, gang. It's a demon. You know what I mean? You did not see your mama. You did not see your daddy. If anybody that thought they see their mama and their daddy, that's a demon, gang. That's a demon portraying to be your mama and your dad. Your daddy and your mama dead, gang. They gone. You know what I'm saying? I know I probably sound a little harsh. I'm just keeping it real. They gone, bro. They ain't here no more. You know what I'm saying? So whoever you seeing, they ain't mommy. That ain't daddy. Grandpa, grandma. Oh, no, they ain't grandpa and grandma. I'm going to say, you monster. That's going to be my reaction. It's not going to be, Mama, I miss you so much, Mom. And be like, this monster!
I haven't seen her again since then, but I've started hearing noises outside my bedroom window at night.
I bet you gonna sleep with them blinds closed. Bet you gonna sleep with them blinds closed now.
Crying like the first time, but just general sounds of someone moving out there. It's making me really paranoid, and I just know something else is gonna happen. I've actually been reluctant to go running because I don't want to run into her again. I get that she's probably psychotic and probably followed me home after a run one day, but what remains the biggest mystery to me is how she ended up on the other side of the fence. My sister and I have spent hours looking for a way in there. I'm telling you, it's impossible. My cousin Nick is one of those conspiracy theorist types, and he's convinced that there's something more to the reservoir that the government wants to hide, but I think that's ridiculous. Still, I've never felt more unsettled than
Some of you think that's ridiculous. Niggas like you don't think deep. I think with this life, this junk deep, bro. This junk is deep, bro. Niggas like you too simple-minded, bro. Niggas like you won't survive in this world, bro. Stuff was to go down, nigga like you ain't gonna survive.
Home.
That can't be the end of the story. What? Thought that I wanted to be like on some paranormal type stuff.
I'll just go ahead and say it. I'm a middle-aged man in a failed marriage. My wife and I fight over everything. I can't really remember what my wife and I were fighting about this time.
So it's like your failed marriage? Is y'all divorced? So that's why you wanted your name to be...
I'll just go ahead and say it.
Hold on, that's why you wanted your name to be anonymous. You didn't want your wife to know it was you, Nick. I'm in a failed marriage. Nigga, y'all still married and you telling this? That boy already gave up on the marriage. That boy like divorce is happening. Man, I gotta tell Mr. Nightmare. So I gotta vent to somebody, man. Gotta tell Mr. Nightmare something. Man, I'm in a failed marriage, man. We argue. That's what I be trying to tell y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Take time who you marry. For everybody watching me, sit your butt down and listen to me. You know what I mean? Take time who you marry. Yeah, I'm taking time. I honestly, like I said, I don't know who the freak my wife is right now. I lied to a girl. I guess I lied to her. I ain't gonna lie. I told one girl, You watching this? I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, man. I'm just keep it real. It's just some things I see and shouted. I don't know. I don't know what the heck I was talking about when I said that. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But just certain things I see, man. Heck no. As of right now, you think I'll marry you right now? Heck no. Pete, no. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, I'm just keeping the G with you, bro. But you see them red flags, y'all believe them, but don't overlook red flags, y'all, bro. I feel like that be everybody that get a divorce. I feel like the person that you marry, bro, like they showed it, bro. They showed it, but you just be so drowned in love. You know what I mean? So it's like this person been this person. You just was overlooking it, bro. Y'all don't overlook this junk, man. You gonna be stuck with that woman, man. You gonna be stuck with that man, but for the rest of your, not the rest of your life, even divorce. You know what I'm saying? Divorce, man. You know, when it come to marital property, bro, she get what you got. He can get what you got, bro. All type of, man, I'm telling y'all. Y'all got to get to really know a person. Everybody always trying to get married fast. Freak, I got to get married fast. That's the American way, bro. Everybody always got a timestamp. America don't think real. America don't think reality. There's always a time. You got to get married at this time. Says who, gang? Says who? America? You got to freaking get married during this time. What the freak? I can get married at 30 years old. I don't know why people be in such a rush to freaking get married, man. Have freaking kids, man. F them kids, man. F marriage, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna live my dang life, man. Word up.
I'll just go ahead and say it. I'm a middle-aged man in a failed marriage. My wife and I fight over everything. I can't really remember what my wife and I were fighting about this time. Probably something stupid.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Had to do something right quick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying though, y'all, man. I love y'all, bro. A lot of y'all, I love y'all, bro. So I be wanting to look out for y'all, bro. Like any wisdom, bro, because I just be wanting to tell y'all, bro. You feel me? I don't be putting on no false knowledge for y'all, bro. How I am, how I portray to y'all. You know what I'm saying? How I put up what y'all see y'all is what I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to be thinking, oh yeah, he just be talking all this, but he ain't living. Wait, just ask my homies about me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just be trying to basically, my wisdom and my knowledge, I try to put it to you. Try to teach y'all some things, bro. But just know, y'all, I'm not one of them dudes, bro, that just be on the internet speaking real and not living the real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even when it come to girls that talk to me, they know. You know what I'm saying? I'm lying. I ain't like how I am. You feel me? Just be real. I'm chasing you. I'm blowing up your car. I'm blowing up your phone. Even the shorties, they watching. They be watching. They know I ain't lying. You know how real it is. I ain't chase you, Emma. I ain't blowing up your. I ain't doing none of that, Emma. Yeah, I just try to keep it real.
I ended up storming out of the house.
Be real,
something that happens all too often. Usually I just get a hotel room in a situation like this.
But you get divorced, bro.
But I didn't want her chasing after me, so I decided on a different option. I own a piece of property in the middle of nowhere that I've been meaning to repurpose.
Get a divorce.
I think it used to be a shooting range or something like that. I honestly don't know. The previous owner died, and his estate just wanted to get rid of it.
And then nigga going in the house where a nigga died, nigga, please. Stay in the hotel.
Don't know. The previous owner died, and his estate just wanted to get rid of it. The building itself is this weird concrete block structure with a few warehouse-type rooms downstairs and an office area upstairs. It's actually pretty big, despite being only a few rooms. I figured I'd spend the night there. There was no way she'd be able to find me. I drove the 20 minutes through the increasingly desolate roads.
She be following you, guys?
There, I noticed dark clouds building up. By the time I got there, I could hear thunder rumbling in the distance.
What type of wife you got, boy?
I parked in what used to be a parking lot just as the first drops of rain started falling. I keep a spare set of keys hidden behind a loose piece of siding, which I was able to locate pretty easily. By the time I got settled, the storm had really picked up. The building has metal roofing, and the rain was coming down hard enough that it sounded like someone was dumping gravel on the roof. There's a decently comfortable cot in what I assume used to be the office on the second floor. That's where I'd be sleeping. Once I got settled, I finally felt some peace for the first time in weeks, despite the storm outside. Actually, the sound of the rain was kind of soothing. It made the place feel completely cut off from the world. But of course, nice things never last. Not for me, at least. The moment I started getting drowsy, I was ripped back to reality when the sound of shattering glass broke through the noise of the storm. My heart immediately started pounding. I lay there for maybe 30 seconds, listening over the drizzle of rain on the metal roof.
It's like crazy old wife.
Figure out what direction the sound had come from. I keep a hunting rifle in one of the adjacent rooms there, mostly so my wife doesn't know I own it. So I grabbed it as quietly as I could.
But what type of wife you got, bro? My wife wasn't find me. What, bro? What? I got a feeling that broken window, that wife. I got a feeling your wife on that killer type. If nobody can have, if I can't have him, nobody can have him. That's the type of vibe I'm getting from your wife. Nigga, you ain't gonna be with me, nigga, I'm gonna kill you. Hey, don't tell me you gotta put wife in the ground shouting.
I started making my way down the stairs. I stood there at the bottom of the stairwell, listening for something other than the sounds of rain.
I got a feeling that's wife.
There was nothing. Complete silence except for the storm. I decided to search the entire building methodically. I went room by room, rifle ready, checking every closet and corner. In the back room, I found what I was looking for. One of the boarded up windows had a hole punched through it, with glass scattered on the floor inside, but that was it. There were no signs of entry, and despite the window being shattered, there wasn't enough room for someone to fit through it. Still though, I was paranoid to my core. I spent another 20 minutes examining the property, but I couldn't find anything that even remotely looked out of place. I figured it was probably just vandals who threw a rock through the window and took off when they heard it break. I found some cardboard in one of the other rooms and taped it over the hole, then went back upstairs. I kept the rifle next to the cot, just in case.
I don't need that much peace, gang. I can't sleep after that. I'm gonna keep it G. Somebody breaking windows, man. That window ain't break on its own. Somebody broke that dang window. You know what I'm saying? I can't sleep. I gotta leave the area. That's just me being me, bro. I gotta leave the area. I can't sleep after that, bro. My sleep messed up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I can't go back to sleep after that, bro. After what I just heard, bro. I can't, bro. I feel like somebody watching me, bro. Somebody broke that window, bro. Ain't no thunderstorm did that. Ain't no tree breaking your freaking window. Come on, bro. Let's be realistic, bro. Ain't no tree break through your window. Ain't no tree going through. That's a broken glass, bro. Somebody broke that, nigga. I ain't never heard no thunderstorm breaking a glass. Except if a tree fall on the window. Ain't no thunderstorm just breaking the glass. Unless you got a weak old window. What type of window you got, gang? You know, thunderstorm ain't breaking this window. Ever heard of a thunderstorm? Just a thunderstorm breaking the glass, bro. It's like an earthquake or something. Like, bro, come on, gang. Somebody hit your window, gang.
But I was pretty convinced whoever it was had already left. I'm not sure how long I'd been lying there, maybe an hour, when I heard what I thought were footsteps moving below me. It was hard to tell over the rain, but it sounded like someone walking slowly, trying to move quietly under the cover of the storm noise.
It's your wife, bro.
I again grabbed the rifle and crept to the top of the stairs, this time not risking alerting the intruder by walking down. The footsteps had stopped though, but there was no way they could have heard me. I waited there like a statue for maybe 5 minutes, feeling beads of sweat start forming on my forehead. I ended up searching the place again, but again, there was nothing.
Bro.
I started wondering if I was imagining things or if whoever had been there had snuck out before I noticed them. That didn't explain how all the doors were still locked, though. This time, I went outside into the pouring rain and searched the perimeter with my phone's flashlight. There were no vehicles nearby or any signs that someone had been there. It was starting to freak me out. Part of me wished I'd find something just to assure myself I wasn't going crazy. I went back upstairs and tried to rationalize what I heard.
Man, we gotta look something.
Between the rain on the metal roof and the general creaking that old buildings do during storms, there were a dozen explanations for sounds that might seem like footsteps. I tried to focus on getting some sleep, telling myself I was being paranoid.
What?
But that wasn't the end of it. Before I could even settle in again, I heard what sounded like furniture being dragged across the floor below me. This was different, not something that could be explained by the storm. The unmistakable sound of something heavy being pushed or pulled across concrete is not something a storm could create, not in a million years. This time I didn't hesitate. I grabbed the rifle and stormed downstairs, flipping on every light switch I could find. I was getting angry now, which was probably better than being scared. I yelled out into the darkness that I wasn't messing around, that I was armed, and that I wasn't afraid to defend myself or my property. My voice echoed through the empty rooms, and then died away into silence.
Bro, leave.
Nothing had been moved, and no one answered me. You might be wondering why I didn't call the police at that point. It was partly because I wasn't sure what I'd tell them, but mostly because the property isn't completely up to code, and that's putting it generously. The last thing I needed was to bring official attention to the place, but standing there in that empty building, rifle in hand, yelling into the darkness, something suddenly shifted. In an instant, my frustrated anger transformed into pure, cold fear. It was more than just a changing attitude. It was like something icy washed over me. I could feel it, and every instinct I had was screaming at me to get as far away from that place as possible. I don't know what triggered it exactly, but I knew I had to leave.
Gotta get out.
I quickly gathered my things, returned the rifle to its hiding place, and turned off all the lights. The storm was still raging outside, but I didn't care. I locked up the building and drove back home through the worst of the weather. It's been a little while since that happened, but I plan to go back in a few days, or whenever I have time, really. I want to go back and investigate. Maybe install some kind of security system to see if anything's actually happening there, or if it was just my imagination. As far as what actually happened that night, I have no idea. Either someone was actually there and was able to hide from me, or I'm starting to lose my mind. I don't know which is scarier. I really don't want to think about any kind of third possibility, because that scares me even more.
I say some paranormal junk, bro. I don't know. I believe in the paranormal because, like I said, man, stuff didn't happen to me, my boy. Just keeping it deep.
My name is Jason. I live in a pretty rural area where you have to drive at least half an hour to get to anywhere interesting. This happened to me.
Nigga, you say you got to drive a half an hour away to get anywhere interesting? Oh my God. Jesus Christ, bro. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie, I'm that type of guy too. I mean, bro, back in Alabama, bro, I started looking back at me coming at Georgia. I'm like, bro, Georgia, bro, Alabama wasn't nothing to do. I mean, the funnest place at Alabama was freaking Adventureland. Bro, Adventureland, bro. A small little Adventureland, man, baby to what the Georgia got. Nigga had fun zone. That baby old skating ring. It was fun to us, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Not having nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not having all these. Man, we had one water park named Water World. You know what I'm saying? One water park, bro. These folks in Georgia got all these dang water parks. Where I'm from had one water park and two gyms. Wiregrass and Westgate. That's it, gang. Wiregrass, Westgate, Water World. That's it. That's small little water park. You know what I'm saying? You go to freaking water park in Georgia, man, you walking around for at least 15 minutes. Shoot, that Water World, nigga, take you at least 2 minutes to get, man, not, nigga, 2 minutes, not over-exaggerate. Nigga, take you like 30 seconds to get to the other ride. You in there ride, the ride right here. Other ride right there. You want to go on the Great White right there. Get off the Great White, take you 30 seconds, get to the pool right here. Then get nigga 30 seconds, get on that little slide. You ain't nothing else but three rides on that thing. Got the slide, got that pool, and you got that Great White. That's all you getting on that Water World. You ain't getting on no ride. Oh no, you ain't getting on that. I started thinking, I'm like, bro, what the freak? That really was fun to me when I was a kid. I'm just so glad I got to freak out of Alabama, bro. Never thought I'd leave Alabama, bro. Alabama ain't got nothing to do in Alabama, bro. Nothing. Literally, bro.
3 Fridays ago.
I'm like, bro, I really made it out of Alabama. Because people don't make it out of Alabama. Like, all my kinfolk, bro, in Alabama, bro. I know 95% of my family in Alabama. Still living in the projects. You know what I'm saying? Like, still, gang. Still in Alabama. Got some family in Georgia, hearing them. My mama's sisters. Mama got a lot of sisters, you know what I'm saying? I got like 8 aunties. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of sisters. You feel me? But most of my family, bro, is in Alabama. Again. Got some, and I got an auntie in New York. I got some family, like I say like 2% of family, like in other places. Most of them Alabama.
My buddy Leo and I had driven out to this house party a few towns over. It wasn't a big banger or anything, just one of those chill gatherings where people hang out in someone's backyard playing beer pong and listening to music.
Oh, you're white, right?
A little collegey, to be honest.
Check it
There's
out.
not much to do around my neck of the woods, if I'm being real.
Freaking a bitch.
I was the DD that night, so I'd been nursing the same beer for like 3 hours while Leo was doing his usual thing, getting progressively louder and more philosophical as the night went on. He was pretty plastered by the time we left around 1 a.m., which was funny up until I realized I'd become his de facto babysitter. After finally dragging him away from the girl he was flirting with, I ushered him into my car to make the 20-something minute drive back home. The weather had gotten pretty nasty while we were at the party though. What started as a somewhat refreshing drizzle had become a torrential downpour that made it hard to see more than 30 feet ahead. I had to slow down to like 30 on roads I'd normally tear through at like 60. Leo kept complaining, first about my driving, then about the music, and finally about how badly he needed to piss. I told him we were 15 minutes from home max, but he kept going on about it. His tantrum was becoming insufferable, so after another 5 minutes of him whining, I gave up. I pulled over on this random stretch of road next to what looked like cornfields, though it was hard to tell in the dark and rain. We were literally in the middle of nowhere, no houses visible, no streetlights, just farmland on both sides of the road. I told him he could go ahead and get soaked for all I care, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening because he was already halfway out the car before I was even finished talking. He practically fell out of the passenger seat and stumbled off toward the field, disappearing within seconds. The rain was coming down hard enough that I could barely see him once he got 10 feet away. The literal moment he staggered out of sight, I remember I had an umbrella in my back seat. I sat there for a minute with the engine running, but then figured I might as well take advantage of the stop too. So I grabbed my umbrella, locked the door out of habit, and walked off in the opposite direction from where Leo had gone. I found a spot maybe 20 yards from the car, right at the edge of where the gravel met the crops. As I was standing there, I could have sworn I heard something rustling back near the car, something other than the deafening sounds of the storm. Without altering my stance, I looked back over my shoulder toward the car, but didn't see anything. I had the keys in my pocket and knew I locked the car, so I didn't think much of it. I finished up and headed back, surprised to find that Leo wasn't standing by the car yet. A few minutes passed, then 5, then another 5.
Leo, bro!
Still no Leo, though. I was getting pissed. What should have been a quick 20-minute drive home was turning into this whole 45-minute ordeal. I had to be up early the next morning. I was about to honk the horn when I saw movement in the side mirror. Leo was sprinting toward the passenger door, and even through the rain and darkness, I could tell something was wrong. The second he got in, before he even had the door closed, he was screaming at me to drive. As if some kind of survival instinct activated in me, I pulled out of there as fast as I could, but with the rain and all, it wasn't like I could speed. Leo started explaining that while he was doing his business, he saw what he thought was me somewhere to his right. The person started walking deeper into the field, and Leo, in his drunk logic, thought I was messing with him, or maybe that I was drunker than I'd let on. So he followed. He said he followed for a while, not entirely sure what I was doing and too drunk to analyze the situation properly. Eventually, the figure turned around, and Leo realized it definitely wasn't me. He said he couldn't make out any details in the darkness, but it was clearly someone else. The whole explanation took maybe 30 seconds, but before he could even finish talking, I felt the car start drifting sharply to the right.
And it punched your tire.
The unmistakable sound of a flat tire.
Oh, shoot.
It was literally a worst-case scenario. Continuing the drive was not an option. The car was pulling way too much. Reluctantly, I pulled over. We were maybe half a mile from where we'd originally stopped. Not close enough for it to be an immediate danger, but not exactly far enough for me to feel comfortable. I snapped at Leo to get out of the car and help me out, since he was responsible for landing us in this mess. But when I walked around the car to inspect the flat, my anger at Leo became fear. Pure fear. There, lodged in the sidewall of my rear passenger tire, was a screwdriver. There was about a 0% chance that it happened coincidentally. Someone had jammed it in there, and with force too, judging from how deep the puncture was. Leo started freaking out, but I snapped at him to get it together. The two of us rushed to change the tire, which was especially nerve-wracking in the pouring rain.
Telling you need a spare tire, bro.
About who had sabotaged my car or why, but with every passing second, my hands got shakier and shakier. I felt like someone was going to catch up to us at any moment. The fear was so sickening, I actually started feeling nauseous, which is something that no nightmare can ever match. I was finishing tightening up the last lug nuts when all of a sudden, a scream rang out from somewhere behind us. It was clearly a woman's scream, which made the situation 10 times scarier, since the person Leo claimed to have seen was a man. I threw the tools in the trunk, ditched the tire, and got back in the car as fast as I could. But as I was pulling away, Leo started tugging my arm, saying that we had to go back because someone was in trouble.
Man, Leo, man, better get the freak out of my face, bro. Freak wrong with you, bro. Hey, man, Leo, bro, get out of my face, bro. As a matter of fact, put that thing in park. Man, Leo, get out then. Leo, get out then, gang. You want to go back and help the little sore woman? Get the freak out of my car then, Leo. Freak wrong with you. If you ain't gonna get out of the car, nigga, shut up and drive. Shut up and just, you know, nigga. Hey, man, I feel like I'm in this situation right now, man. Leo got me heated, bro. Bro, Leo, bro, you better shut the freak up, bro, before I go through the screen and slap the taste out your mouth, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the freak wrong with Leo, bro? Like, Leo, boy, you must be out to, we need to go back and, I don't give a damn, bro. We can't save everybody. Bro, you gotta understand, bro. Bro, you trying to be in this world, bro, you can't save everybody, bro. All right, bro, you trying to help people, bro, you gonna be dead, bro. Sometimes, bro. Hey, man, look, man. You see somebody that needs help, that's injured and badly wounded, help them out. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, hey, man, some people just can't be saved, bro. What, bro? One better than one, two, we got three. Me, Leo, and her. There ain't three people dead when only could have been one dead. Oh, my God, Jay, you're such a horrible human being. How could you say that? Shut up, nigga. You know what I mean? You go back and help him then. That's what's wrong with a lot of y'all, bro. You know what I mean? I always want to be Captain Savior Hero. Captain Savior. There's a lot of people that try to be Captain Savior Hero dead. I got a family to go back to, bro. Got a family that depend on me. I don't know about you, but I got things to lose, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to help everybody. I can't help everybody, bro. I can't save everybody, bro. Some things, bro, I guess it's your time to die. It's your time to die, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody got a time to die. Maybe that was your end of your story. Shoot. You know what I mean? Just keeping it G with you. But Leo probably would have got, bro, Leo, bro, shut up talking to me, bro.
I told him there was no way I was going back, even though a part of me felt like I was making the wrong decision.
Bro, what it is?
Leo called 911 as I drove away, giving the operator our location, or as close as he could figure it. Leo was furious with me the whole ride home. Someone could be dying back there, but I couldn't bring myself to turn the car around. I was just too afraid. I didn't say much until we were pulling into my driveway, trying to ignore Leo calling me out for being a coward and whatnot.
Man, bro, Leo, shut up.
Leo off. The two of us sat in my driveway to try and make sense of everything. Leo was convinced that the scream came from someone who was being attacked or stalked by the person he'd seen, and he felt guilty that we had just driven away instead of helping.
Man, Leo, man, you felt guilty, man. You go then, bro. Like, bro, Leo I would have dropped out, bro. But I would have shut, bro. Leo, bro, shut up talking to me, bro, before you catch the game. You know what I'm saying? For real, shut up, bro. We in the situation because of you. You know what I'm saying? We in the situation because of you, bro. Freak you talking about, Leo, bro? Say, bro, Leo, bro, shut up talking to me, bro. I would have got real dumb mad at Leo, bro. Leo, bro, shut up talking to me, bro.
But I wasn't so sure about that theory. If someone was out there doing something sinister to another person, why would they ever draw attention to themselves by puncturing a passing car's tire? To me, that seemed like the last thing you'd want to do if you were trying to hurt someone without being caught. Plus, if there really were a woman in trouble, she would have been able to see our car and headlights when we first pulled over.
Exactly.
Why wait until after we had driven off to call for help?
Come on, bro.
It didn't make any sense, and as I was explaining my rationale to Leo, I finally felt that I could vocalize what had, until then, just been a gut feeling telling me to get out of there. The scream must have been part of some kind of trap, like maybe there were multiple people out there. It wasn't out of the realm of possibility. But even that theory doesn't make much sense, which writing this all out is making me realize. Actually, that theory sounds equally as absurd.
You smart,
friend. Who in their right mind would stop their car on that random road at that hour of the night? There's no way someone could have hatched a plot to lure a traveler out of their car there, in the pouring rain no less. Leo and I argued back and forth about it for a while, ultimately agreeing to disagree.
Bro, Leo just dumb, bro. Leo is the type of nigga that gonna die, bro. He the type of dude that just don't think logically, bro. You know what I'm saying? Leo just that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? I get exactly what you saying, bro. You the smart friend, but don't let Leo make you feel like you dumb, bro. He the dumb one, bro. He the one that's gonna die. He the one that die in scary movies. Leo that got type of kid, bro. Can't let bro stupidity come on you, bro. Just because you like that, don't mean I'm like that. I'm not finna stop for no round. I'm not, bro. God know my heart is good right at the end of the day, bro. You know, but bro, at the end of the day, bro, hey, bro, I'm not, bro. I don't trust nobody, bro. It is what it is. I help people all the time, bro. I help people all the time, but when it comes to that situation, after I just seen what we seen, you just talking about, bro, start the car back. So you freaking out. We leaving from the danger, and basically you want us to go back to the danger, man. Leo, bro, you better get your, bro.
I called the police.
Then this could be a trap
to see if they had found anything.
So dumb old Leo, we wants to go back. Then you be the reason why we dead. So I'm saying. So it's like at the end of the day, bro, just shut up, Leo, bro.
But they said their officers had searched the area and found no evidence of anyone being there. Even more strangely, they hadn't found my tire either, which threw yet another wrinkle into things. Although I guess it's possible they just weren't looking in the right place. A few days later, Leo suggested that maybe it was actually the woman, not the man, who had punctured my tire. Maybe trying to draw our attention.
Come on, bro.
Why they would do that instead of scream, I have no idea. The whole thing honestly has no explanation that sits right with me, but I really don't want to think about what it would mean if Leo's right.
Bro, like I said, bro, y'all need to watch out for these women, bro. These women be the set up, bro. Right when bro, it was a woman, bro. I'm telling you, it was a girl. It was a girl that I met at DHL. I don't even know this girl. You know what I mean? But she was cute and whatnot. So I got an IG. I'll never talk to her. She liked my photos and everything. I never talked to this girl ever. This girl just hit me up out of nowhere randomly, talking about, can I pick her up one day? Can you pick me up? Told Shot it straight up. I laughed at Shot. I'm like, what, you trying to set a nigga up? Right after I said that, she started going off and blocked me. Shot was trying to set me up, gang. I don't let my guard down when it comes to women. When a woman comes strong on me, I look at that as a red flag. It's cool to be attracted to me. It's cool to let me know that you're interested. You know, women, I ain't gonna lie, that's mostly like how it is when it comes to me. Women be letting me know they interested before I say something. But it's like when you overly interested, like you like on some like overly, that's when I get suspicious. Telling y'all, stop trusting women. The same way you treat men, treat women the same way. I treat women and men the same exact way, bro. A lot of y'all men, bro, be leaving your guard down when it comes to these women, bro. Women more dangerous than men because you know why? With a man, you expect it. With a woman, you don't. You don't expect it with a woman, but you got some dangerous women out here, boy. Dangerous women out here. But men, y'all being men, y'all just think they just, man, telling you, boy. Men use women, bro, to set men up all the time, bro. That's their secret weapon. Because they know men fall for women. A fine little woman coming up to a man, this man probably ain't never been talked to before by a woman a day in his life. Man, ready to drop. Then he come back to my place. He go back to her place. You know, it's just that easy, bro. Just that easy to, you know, you want to rob somebody, get a woman. She the perfect trap.